Hello, good evening. I welcome you all to this wonderful lesson. So in this lesson, we'll be talking about application of integration. This is application of integration. The way questions will be coming in your exams is where you are given this thing. I told you that this is a gradient function. So when you differentiate, you come up with a gradient function. This part that you are able to see, it is called a gradient function. Dy dx is equal to 2x minus 3. This one is called the gradient function. If you remember very well, when we are finding the equation of the tangent, when we reach at this stage, we used to say m, which is gradient, is equal to 2x minus 3. Then where there is x, I put the value there 1. Meaning that this one is called a gradient function. So certain questions, they will not tell you that dy dx is equal to that. They will just tell you that given that the gradient function, this is just one and the same. If you just say the gradient function is 2x minus 3, what they are trying to say is that dy dx is equal to 2x minus 3. So the question is saying find its equation if it passes through 1, negative 4. These are questions now where you are going to understand the reason why we were putting a C when we integrate. So I'm going to show you how you get to calculate the value of C. This is how questions will be coming in an exam. So I want you people to get this. I want you to understand this very well. So when you are given a gradient function, in that case, you are given that gradient function, which is dy dx is equal to 2x minus 3. This is what you are given. This is a gradient function. The question is telling you to find its equation. So you are told to find its equation. You want to calculate its equation. So for you to calculate its equation, you need first to integrate. You need to do what? To integrate. That's the first thing that you need to do. You need to integrate. So we are going to integrate. How do we integrate? We say y is equal to, so that is 2x like that. Then the power there is 1 like this. So you say plus 1. This is how we integrate. The new power comes down 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 like this. Minus. I told you that if there is a number like 3, which means there is x raised to the power 0 like that. This is just one and the same. You say plus 1, even here over 0 plus 1 like that. The power 0 plus 1, even here 0 plus 1. Then you say plus what? Plus a c. This is what you are going to do. So when you do this, this is how we get to find its equation. So we want to find its equation here. So after doing this, what you need to do next is that you know that y is equal to, here you are going to have a 2. You are going to have something like this. You are going to have y is equal to 2x squared over 2 minus 3x power 1 over 1. Then plus what? Plus c. This is what you are going to form. So when you form something like this, when you just form something like this, here you know that this 2 and that 2 will cancel out. So you are going to have x squared minus 3x plus c. This is what we formed. So this is what you need to do. So we have integrated this equation that we were given, or this gradient function that we were given. So this is the answer that you get. As you can see, there is a c. So this is the equation that we want, but we should not have a c here. So what are we going to do? We are given a point. Where is a point? The point that you are given is this point. That is the point that you are given. This is a point. So there you know that x there, x is, this is x, that is y. So you know x is 1, then y is negative 4. So where there is y, you put negative 4. So we say negative 4 is equal to x is 1. 1 squared minus 3 multiplied by 1 plus c. like this, where you say here what answer are you going to get this side. What 1, you are going to have negative 4 like this is equal to 1 minus 3 plus c like this. So the answer that you're going to get, negative 4, is equal to, here 1 minus 3, that is negative 2 plus c. This negative 2 goes this other side. Negative 2 plus what? Plus 2. When it crosses, we understand that the sign will change, where you say this is now equal to c. Therefore, c is equal to what? What is negative 4 plus 2? Negative 4 plus 2, what answer are we getting? You are getting negative 2. So the value of c is what? Negative 2. So now we've calculated the value of c, that it is what? Negative 2. So this equation here that you answered, this equation where there is c, put negative 2, then you are done. Hope you are able to see this. This is what you need to do, and this is what you need to understand. So I want you people to understand this. I want you people to get this information very well. I want everyone to understand. So here, the final answer now, where you just conclude and say, therefore, you conclude and say, therefore, y is equal to what? X squared minus 3x. C is what? Negative 2. You do this, meaning that this is its equation. This is what you need to do. I want you people to get this. I want you people to understand this very well. The first thing I did was to do what? Was to integrate. I integrated. After I integrated, I came up with this equation. So this is the equation they want. But we should not have a c there, meaning that the point which you are given, you will always be given a point. So you will always be given a coordinate, or rather a point, just one and the same, where you substitute the value for y and the value for x, so that you find the value of c. After you find the value of c like we did, we found c to be negative 2. After we find c to be negative 2, then you go to the original equation here, the one that you integrated. You get this one. Then where there is c, put negative 2. Then you are done. These are simple things that I think no one can fail to do this. Let us look at another example. So this is just example 1. Let us look at another example. This is the end of calculus. When you just understand this, then you are clear and done with calculus. So this is application of integration. I want you to know this. I want you to see how we get to answer these questions. Let us look at another type of a question that you can encounter in your exams. I believe you are able to write down each and every solution that I'm writing down here. Let us look at example 2. This is another type of a question that you can find in your exams. So the main thing here is to understand the question. So before you even say, I think I cannot answer this question, first understand the question, know what you are required to do. So the question is saying, the gradient of the tangent at the point on a curve is given by this expression. Have you seen? The question is saying the gradient of the tangent. The gradient of the tangent is just the same as the gradient function. It is just one and the same. So the gradient of the tangent at the point on a curve is given by this. So to interpret this sentence, it is just the same as the gradient of the tangent is dy dx is equal to what? Equal to x squared plus x minus 2. This is what you are given. So this is what you are given. So now, how can you work out this? How can you answer this particular question? What are some of the things that you are supposed to do? Find the equation of the curve. find the what? Equation of the curve. If it passes through 2, 1, we are told to find the what? We are told to find the equation of the curve. So we want to find the equation of the curve. So what we need to do here, the first thing that we need to do in this case, we need to integrate what we are given. You need to integrate this. So whenever you are told to find the equation of a curve when you're given a gradient function or when you're given the gradient of the tangent, this is what it means. This is the gradient of the tangent, or you can call this as the gradient function. It is just one and the same thing. So I want you people to understand this. I want you to get this information. So how do we integrate? The first thing here is to integrate. I believe by now we should not be having challenges on how to integrate, how to differentiate. You need to know how to integrate, unless those of you that have just joined me. But those of you that we started with, integration is very simple. I think even those of you that are attending to this lesson for the first time, you are able to agree with me that this is very simple. You just need to follow these procedures, and these are questions that get to come in an exam year in, year out. So you say y is equal to, that is x squared. You just say plus 1 over 2 plus 1. Who can fail this? No one. Or power add 1. So what is on top comes down. You say plus. This is x. This is what? X. So this is x like this. The power is 1. Plus 1 like that. You say over. Over what? 1 plus 1. This is what you are going to do. Then you say plus. Plus what? There is minus. Before I say plus, there is minus 2. I've told you that under integration, when you just see a number like 2, it means that there is x power 0. Any number, so as long as there is a number, let's say you can have a 5, it means there is x power 0. If you say negative 6, it means it is having x power 0. X, negative 6x power 0, it is just the same as negative 6. This is 5x power 0. It is just the same as 5. So don't be confused. So 2 is just the same as 2x power 0. You just say plus 1. Even down here you say plus 1. Then here you say plus what? Plus c. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to get and understand. Here now you work out this. So what you need to do, so here we are just integrating. This is the first thing that you need to do, integrate. So y is equal to, here we are going to have x power 3 over 3 plus x squared over 2 minus 2x, there is 1 there, over 1, we don't show that, plus c. This is the equation which we have formed. So now we need to find the value of what? The value of c. We need to find the value of c. How do we find the value of c? You are given a point there. You are given this point. This is the value for x. This is the value for y. X is 2. Y is 1. That is what you are going to do. So this is very simple. Where there is y, put 1. So here where there is y, I put 1. It is 1 is equal to, where there is x, I put what? 2. So this is 2 raised to the power 3 over what? Over 3 plus, there is x which is 2 raised to the power 2 over what? Over 2 minus, there is 2 multiplied by 2, then plus what? Plus c. Then you say plus what? Plus c. This is what you are going to do. So I've just substituted. So now I calculate this. I find this. So you can use a calculator. You say 1 is equal to, you work out everything here on your calculator so that it can be easy. So you work out that, you follow the steps where you say 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 3 over 3 plus 2 to the power 2 over 2. Sorry, here it is, this is a 2. Hope you are able to see this is a 2. Supposed to have a 2 there. Over 2 minus 2 multiplied by 2 cross. What answer are we getting? I'm getting 2 over 3. Then plus what? Plus C. So I just punched everything here on the calculator. So now, here now, what am I supposed to do? For you to cancel this fraction, you get everything there. Multiply by what? Multiply by 3. What is 3 times 1? You get 3. It is equal to, this 3 and that 3 will cancel out. There we are just going to remain with a 2. Plus 3 times C, that is 3C. From there, what are you supposed to do? Group the right terms. So this one goes that side. This is 3. When 2 comes this side, it becomes 3 minus 2. So it is going to be 3 minus 2. Have you seen? Which is equal to what? 3C. So this minus that, you get a 1. You are going to get a 1. So you get a 1 here. Then you say divide 3, divide what? 3. This 3, that 3 cancels out. The answer that you are going to have will be, therefore, your C is now equal to 1 over 3. We found the value of C, which is very good. When you just reach here, you now need to say congratulations to me because I've calculated the value of C. After calculating the value of C now, you go back to your equation. This is your equation. Where there is C, what is the value of C? It is here, 1 over 3. So where there is C, you put 1 over 3. This is what we need to do. These are things that you need to get and understand. I think this is very simple. You can agree with me. This is very simple. This is very, very simple. You can all agree with me that this is simple. Now, you conclude. This is your conclusion now. So I'm going to lab this part and say, so you conclude nicely. When we are writing mathematics, we need to know how to conclude. We need to be concluding nicely. Where you say, this is what you're going to say. Therefore, y is equal to, so you can say, therefore, y is equal to x power 3 over 3 plus x squared over 2 minus 2x. Am I going to say plus c? No, I know the value of c, which is 1 over 3. So meaning that this is the equation of the curve. This is the answer. If you want, you can say, therefore, the equation of the curve is y is equal to this. You know how to conclude. What were you taught? In the question, we were taught to find equation of the curve. So we are finding the equation of the curve. You say the equation of the curve is given by this. So this is the equation of the curve. You are done. This is what you need to do. So these are some of the things that you need to get. This is what you need to know and understand. I want you people to get this. I want you people to know this. These are things that you need to know. These are things that I want you people to get and understand. Hope you are able to follow through. Hope you are able to see everything that I'm doing here. These are not things that you should even fail to answer. So now, what I'm going to do here now is that I'm going to give you some questions that you are going to practice. I'll give you a question that you are going to try out. It is a simple question that you are going to try out. It's coming from a past paper. So make sure that you get this. Make sure that you understand this. This is what we are going to do. So we have done a recorded video today because I'm out of town. So I just said that I won't leave my people like this. I'll give them a recorded video so that I just forward it to them. They learn through. So tonight we are not having a live session. I just thought of sharing this video so that we learn something, we progress, instead of me saying that we won't have a lesson. That's the reason why I did this record of the topic that we are doing. So tonight we are not having a live session. We'll continue the next time we have mathematics. So just wanted us to have this so that we know how to go about this, and we revise through this. This is application of integration. Hope you've seen when you're given such a question, the first thing that you need to do is to integrate. After integrate, you've come up with this equation. After this equation, what you need to do now is to find the value of c. After finding the value of c, you go back to the equation and you substitute the value of c. You are done. So these are some of the things that you need to know and understand. I think by now we know how to differentiate. We know how to find the equation of the normal, equation of the tangent. We know how to integrate definite integrals and indefinite integrals, and how to find the equation, which is application of integration. So we end here. Let me see what we are going to do in the exercise that I'm about to forward to you. Thank you so much. So let's check through in the group. There is something that I'm about to post.